Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal, they're talking about movies. And you know they are really groovy. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal, they're talking about movies. And we know they are really groovy.
We are really groovy. All right, welcome to tonight's episode of Two Guys and a Gal Talking About Movies. Yes, we are back. We are bigger and better than ever, so to speak. No, we are. And if you, as you may have noticed, there are some changes that have occurred. And of course, the big change is we have a new gal with us. She is no stranger to the program. She's been our frequent guest before, but now we've kind of bumped her up to full co-hosting duties. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is wait a minute. Some of you may be asking, what happened to the other gal? Well, Renee has decided to take a bit of a sabbatical from all things Cosmos. She's still around, but she's kind of hanging back a little bit. She's a very busy gal, so that's what happened. Nothing, nothing terrible. So, all right. Tonight on the program, we're going to be discussing the films and career of the late Diane Keaton, who sadly we lost this October, just a few weeks ago. But so today we decided for our first episode back that she is going to be our subject for this episode. And there she is, looking lovely, even in her later years. So to discuss Miss Keaton with me, let me bring up my co-hosts, the man of 1,000 million billion voices, Rory Penland, and of course our new gal, Miss Ilana Lang. You're on, Ilana. Say hello.
So
I can't hear anything.
Oh no. You're not muted, so
yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you guys. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, you are. We see you.
Maybe go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
There you go. Yeah, you might have to exit
and then come
back in.
Let me see if I can send a text chat.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna
go out and I think she just did.
No, I put her backstage.
Come back in. Book. Okay. So we're talking about Diane Keaton. Great choice, by the way, to come back to. And again, I've been gone. I've been in China for the summer, and I came back, and I was just as surprised that Renee is not around. But I've talked to her since, and she's explained that she has a lot of personal things that she's going through right now that she has to take care of. And we love Renee, so we'll just wish her well and hope she comes back soon.
There's Ilana.
Hi, now I can hear.
There she is.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yay. All right. So, Rory was just talking about Renee and how we miss her, and
we love you, Renee.
We wish her well.
And Diane Keaton.
and Diane Keaton. Yes.
Now, amazingly, yesterday I saw a video. I was just watching videos on my phone, and I was watching Martin Short and Steve Martin talk. And it's always fun to watch them guys talk wherever they are together, because they always, tease each other and stuff. It's a lot of fun. But Martin said there are 2 women he's worked with that never had a bad take. I've only heard this about one other person, and that's Alan Arkin. Is that all takes that he does, they're spot on, right on the money. He always hits the mark. He always says the line the way he's supposed to say it. Sometimes he even improves upon it. And they are Meryl Streep, no surprise there, and Diane Keaton.
Nice.
So Diane Keaton is kind of like one of those actors. It's like saying that your kid has a photographic memory. She's special in the fact that she always gets a good take. I think that's wonderful. Again, I believe it 100%.
I read that under all circumstances, even at like read-throughs, she actually comes fully prepared to get started. So she's had everything memorized and thought, how everything was going to be. So this is paying off for her, or it paid off for her.
Yeah, well, and again, she has done everything from one end of the spectrum to the other. She does dramatic, she does wonderful comedy. My preference is Diane Keaton doing comedy. I love her doing comedy. Yes. I've never seen anybody else. Woody Allen's gone through a lot of girls, and I've never seen anybody else really do his material that he's written for them like Woody Allen. So she was a perfect balance in those movies. And I'm going to cheat a lot this show. We got a lot of movies to cover. I'm going to cheat a lot.
I'm going to cheat a little bit too.
This group of movies, instead of a title, I'm going to say, this group of movies. And of course that includes the Woody Allen films.
Yes. So you have to, though. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, so under most circumstances, I believe that Woody Allen is very talented, and I typically can watch movies that he is not in. But if he's in a movie, I can't even deal. And I found the antidote to Woody Allen, and that's Diane Keaton.
Well, there you go.
2 of them.
There you go.
The chemistry is so good. It's so balanced. I watched 4 or 5 Woody Allen movies, which I was shocked. Like, it took me forever to get through Annie Hall. And then after that, I was like, what else can we try?
Just muscling through that.
Yeah, she is seriously, she is the antidote.
There's a joke in Woody Allen's Stardust Memories where aliens or something come down and talk to him. I've never actually seen the movie, but I've seen this clip several times. And the aliens, he goes, well, what am I here for? And the aliens are like, we like your movies, especially the early funny ones. And it's a great gag.
They also knew the antidote was Diane Keaton.
And that's it. Diane Keaton was in the early ones.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note,
yes.
Alana, do you want to start us off? What's your number 1?
Sure. Okay. Well, so my number 1, I have to give it to a movie that I have seen probably 100 times. I saw it in the theater. I love it. It is Diane Keaton herself's favorite movie that she did, and that's Something's Gotta Give from 2003. And I was a little surprised because I saw a lot of serious movies that I was not expecting to see from her. I had not seen most of her early movies. Yeah. I was too young. So I probably started watching her movies in like 1982. And I was expecting, while I was going through some of them, to find something that was more, maybe a more involved performance. But this is such a fun movie, and it is really beautiful and just so full of love in some parts and so heartbreaking in other parts. And she just navigates it like it's just with such grace and ease that I had to. This is my favorite. I understand why it was hers.
her performances are very nuanced. You know, she doesn't.
Mhm.
She makes it look effortless. She doesn't go overboard.
She does.
Another co-star of hers, Robert Duvall, not in that movie, but in the Godfather films, he's also the same way. When he performs, you don't see the performance at all. He's just
Mhm.
there. He's just
Mhm.
doing what he's supposed to be doing, and it's effortless.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I
So
agree.
that's my number one.
It's on my list.
Mine too. Yeah. All right. Well, Rory, what's your number one?
My number one is the Godfather films.
Yeah.
Uh, she's ensemble player in that, but she goes through so much of a transformation in those films. It's a different performance in each film, and again, I shouldn't say performance because again, it looks effortless. But yeah, I mean, wow. Not so much the last one,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely the first two. Wow, you know, everything is Oscar worthy. Yeah. And I don't have to go through the Godfather films as far as what is in them, because everybody's seen them, most of them.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's
I
an
just want to say
integral
one thing.
part of that.
I knew that you guys would be talking about the Godfather movies, and so
Mm.
they're only not on my list because I have not seen them since I was a very little kid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be watching it this weekend with my husband, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I just didn't
Wrap
have
yourself
that.
in.
That was quite a commitment, and I had a whole bunch of movies I wanted to see, but I did see a little bit of the first one, and talk about effortless. She's just
Well, she's
Mhm.
so young and naive, you know, when she starts out as her character. And again, her character shows the corruption of Michael Corleone throughout the series and how it gets worse and worse and worse, you know, and she puts up with it kind of, you know, and that's a performance in itself, you know. So yeah, she is an integral part of those films, just like people throw off Talia Shire, you know, as being, oh well, that's just Adrian and Rocky, you know. No, if you watch her in that and her performances throughout the series of films, yeah, it's just amazing. um so my advice to you and your husband is watch part 3 first.
oh, we were maybe gonna not
Get it
watch
out of the
part
way.
3. Oh, okay.
Get it out of the way and then watch 1 and 2, or just watch 1 and 2.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we might
Yeah.
just watch
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Just watch 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. 3. Someone. Yeah.
That's what I read.
It was. It was definitely a studio cash grab by that point.
Wow.
Well, so much later than the first two, also.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of critics said. Like, what's the point? You know,
mhm.
story's over and done
Money.
with. Money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make money.
Exactly. So,
That was the point.
you know.
They gave him an offer they couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
apparently, Al Pacino, upon Diane Keaton's passing, said that he has been in love with her for his whole life. So it could also have been that he really wanted to work with her again too. So I just to throw some positivity.
And who can blame him? Hoorah! Who can blame him? I mean, come
Very
on.
true.
It's
Very
Diane
true.
Keaton.
She's on camera.
Every time I try to get out, they give me more money.
Glows. She sparkles. She
Mhm.
is so dynamic and gorgeous, and I can't blame him.
All right.
Just the
So,
is.
yeah. Well, so my number one is kind of a surprise even to me, but I went with Looking for Mr. Goodbar. This
Really?
one, yes. This one was just amazing. It is of course based on a book, and my God, her performance in that as as the yeah, I know. Her performance in that as the frustrated teacher who just is just looking for love in all the wrong places, as the song goes,
Mm.
and winds up paying the price. I mean, it's a little. I felt the ending. Yeah, I think it gets a little preachy. Uh, at the end, like, yeah, she paid the price for her promiscuity and all that. Very kind of moralistic. Uh, but up to that point, and also besides Keaton, of course, we get early performances from Richard Gere and
Mhm.
Tom Berenger.
Yeah.
Of course, Gere co-starred with her again in a much later film, which I know we'll probably talk about that one. Uh, but yeah, it's a terrific performance. Yeah, it's very dark. It's a dark movie,
Mm.
and very 70s, a very 70s movie.
Mm.
Terrific soundtrack uh, as well. But yeah, I was going to go with the obvious one. At least for me, it was obvious, but which would have been The Godfather. But I saw this one again after not having seen it for years, and was like, wow, this is a performance. And from somebody who's that young to have that kind of maturity and to have the gumption to take on such a role.
Mhm.
So anyway, so that was my number one.
So that's
I have
my
to watch it again. I'll confess I didn't watch it this week because I hated it when I first saw it. I absolutely despised it when I first saw it. And you know why? I realized this week the reason I hated it so much was because it was Diane Keaton and not some other. If it had been Jill Clayburgh, I probably would have been much better with it. But anyway,
Really
yeah, it was
interesting.
Diane Keaton for crying out loud. And I mean, I don't want to spoil the ending, but it's so tragic and such a smack in the face. Uh, 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 well, we told you so kind of parable.
Hmm.
This is what happens when you court danger, that kind of thing. And I just absolutely hated that about the film
Yeah.
because they're just smacking you in the face. This is what's going to happen to you. It's kind of like
Well,
when what's the reefer madness first came out. Like, ew, the reefer.
well,
It's
the,
like
the
that.
devil's
Like,
weed.
ew, don't do the reefer.
so so I was thinking all that too. And this was actually the first time I had seen it because I was too young the first time.
Hmm.
It's the film is from 1977.
Hmm.
It's based on a book from 1975. It can
Nice.
seem extremely preachy until you
Yeah.
realize or research it and look it up. It's actually based on a 1973 crime. It's a
Hmm.
true
Okay.
crime movie. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ending
And
is
true crime.
the ending just kind of I was like really confused because the service that I watched it on just it had some problems following some of it.
Mm.
And so the ending was confusing to me. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, there's this. And then I thought, oh my God, were you telling me that women's lib is like going to get me murdered? Okay,
That's kind of the feeling that I got.
TV.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
talking to the TV about stuff like that. But then when I read and I saw that it's actually a book based on a true crime, then it made perfect sense to me. And her performance is so powerful. And like Manny said, it's amazing that she took this role. This really could have worked against her.
Yeah.
And her performance is just amazing and not something that you expect from her. I mean, a wonderful performance you expect from her, but you don't expect this kind of performance. This is very dark. This is very.
Right.
Oh, I also found out something interesting too. The meaning of looking for Mr. Goodbar was coined by the book, and it's a woman who is looking for dangerous sexual encounters leading or to the point that she is so reckless as to possibly bring upon her own death. So
Well, that,
I thought that was, was interesting. I
yeah.
had heard about, I heard Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I had no idea what it was. It was like, is it some weird candy bar movie? Like, I just had no clue.
I'm sure Nestle wasn't happy about it. Or Hershey. Goodbar.
It was wonderful. It was amazing. And it ended up at my 5th place only because there were so many amazing performances by Diane Keaton.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, so what's your second?
Yes.
My second is a movie that I saw when I was younger and then I watched again. Actually, I wasn't even going to watch it again, but then I, at the last minute, decided that I wanted to, was Marvin's Room. And it's funny because I really didn't know how I was going to order these. And then I kept just thinking about, wait, what was the one where she was dying? What was the one where she was, and it was just so powerful that it stuck with me. And her performance was just so, they always say she's authentic and vulnerable. And it's so, her performances seem so, graceful because of her authenticity and the fact that she does wear her heart on her sleeve. And just watching her go through what she goes through in Marvin's Room and how open to, it's Meryl Streep and a young Leonardo DiCaprio. And it was a really great movie, and her performance, I had forgotten how just absolutely gorgeous her performance was.
Yeah. Cool. Rory, what's your second one?
My second one, I'm cheating. It's the Woody Allen films. Just like I did with the Godfather movies, I got 3 of them out there. In particular, and believe me or not, I am with you, Alana, in that Annie Hall, which is the Academy Award one, wasn't my favorite. I thought she was totally despicable in Love and Death, which I mean, that was really playing against character because it's Diane Keaton. She's everybody's sweetheart. Sleeper, she's a great airhead in that. I loved her in Sleeper, being such a knucklehead. And Manhattan Murder Mystery. At first, when you first see them, it's like, oh my God, I got to watch a movie where they're so old. Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them age. I just. But they were absolutely adorable. As the couple that suspect that their neighbor has killed his wife, and all the twists and turns and everything. Movie. And again, it's not top Woody Allen, one-liners, but it's again, to see them together again is great, and it's a delightful movie. Yes. Alan Alda's in it; he's good in it. Angelica Houston is in it; she's good in it. I don't think Diane Keaton was in Crimes and Misdemeanors, which was a much better Woody Allen movie with Alan Alda and Angelica Houston and other people. But yeah, it was definitely fun to watch again. And Annie Hall is fun to watch. I mean, it's fun to watch her. And again, it's got a lot of good Woody Allen one-liners in it. He always tickles me. Whoever he's working with. So yeah, that is my number 2 on my list is all those movies.
Okay, right.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Cheater. Well,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's fine. No, that's great. It's great. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to pick one.
Love and Death would be a good double feature with the 12 Chairs. Mel Brooks film. Because they're both about the Russian Revolution.
Okay. Interesting. I got it. I have to admit, I still haven't seen the 12 Chairs.
No.
Really?
Shame on me for it's on my list.
Just the fact that Frank Langella, and he never worked with him again after that, but Frank Langella was working with Mel Brooks on that film. And Ron Moody. Another one that never worked in another Mel Brooks film, but They're phenomenal in that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch it. I mean, I've always heard about it, but I always wind up starting with the Hitler one. Uh, yeah. You know the one I mean.
Um, the producers.
The producers. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, 12 chairs. All right. Well, my second film is something that we've already mentioned, and that is Annie Hall.
Mm.
La-di-da, la-di-da. And honestly, I do think this is maybe not the best, but certainly one of Woody Allen's best films, and a terrific performance from Diane Keaton and really pretty much everybody else in this movie, Tony Roberts, and
Yeah.
it's just a delightful, wonderful little love story, and of course Keaton. This is kind of where she really started to develop that signature style of hers that became so synonymous with her. The slightly masculine clothes with the hat and everything. And I, I, I don't how much more we can say about this movie. It's just a great movie, and if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor, watch Annie Hall. If you want to see a good performance from her, from Alan, it's just a beautifully directed movie. And
one that I forgot to mention was Play It Again, Sam.
yeah.
Oh, I was
Another-
just gonna say that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Which was she? Oh, interesting story about that. She was in the original stage play. It was originally a stage play
Yeah.
of Play It Again, Sam, and they almost didn't cast her because she was too tall. She was taller than Woody Allen. She was about 5'8", but at the end they said, yeah, okay, let's give this kid a chance, and she nailed it. And years later, when they decided to do the movie version, they brought her back to play the same character.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, I always thought she got her break with the Godfather films and then just Woody, but that makes more sense that Woody Allen would have latched onto her first.
Yeah.
And it just happened that she got the part in the Godfather films,
Yeah. And The Godfather,
Well-
The Godfather was actually only her second movie. Her first one was Lovers and Other Strangers. Before that, she
Yes.
did a lot of TV. She was in a Night
Right.
Gallery episode. She was in Mannix and all those shows back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then she got but she did a lot of stage work before that. And then she got cast in this movie, which is also based on a stage play. And
Yeah, you can tell by watching when you watch it. I was just gonna ask you that because when I saw Lovers and Other Strangers, I was, my little feelers, this is a play went on.
Yeah, you can usually tell. And Coppola saw her in that movie, and that's what got her cast in The Godfather.
Because that was 1970.
Right.
And then she was in Play It Again, Sam and the Godfather movies, I believe, starting in 72. I think it was 72, 74. And then the third one, I believe, is 1991 or something.
I think so.
So it was, and she was really good in Lovers and Other Strangers. That was not my favorite movie though, so it wasn't on my list. But she was good. She had a decent size role.
It's good enough to get her cast in The Godfather. So
definitely.
So Coppola saw something and was like, this girl, she's the one I want.
Oh my God! She is so dynamic and personable and attractive, and you want to watch her when she's older, but when she was younger, oh my goodness, everything.
Yeah.
I can't. You just see her and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's your
now
number
it's my
3?
turn to cheat.
Yes.
But
Cheat away.
Different movies to cheat with. So first I was like, okay, I have to watch Annie Hall because I wanted to do Diane Keaton. And I even said to Manny, I was like, I'm going to brave Woody Allen for her. So I did. Annie Hall was 1977. I watched 10 minutes of it and I needed a break. Fortunately for us, Diane Keaton has done all kinds of other movies. So I've seen like 25 of her movies over the past week.
Wow.
Because every time, so like Annie Hall, I was like, okay, I can't deal with more than 10 minutes. So I went to something else, you know, and there were all these other cute movies that I could watch to, you know, then go back. I didn't have to go to a different actor or, you know, somebody else to do that. And I loved that because then I got such a feel for her. But then after I saw Annie Hall, it was like, and then I saw Manhattan, and I am in love with New York City. New York City, I live in Pittsburgh, but New York City will always be my home. And I just love that movie. I love that we get a Woody Allen that is not this. So basically, I don't like him because he's a nebbishl character. This is like a stock character in Yiddish theater. And I can't stand the whining and the complaining and the thing. And I can't deal with it.
That's his
And
shtick, though. That's his shtick.
it's something I've been raised with my whole life. I'm not a Mel Brooks fan. I can't deal with all of that kind of stuff.
The sound is breaking up for me. But it looks like she sounds perfectly normal to you, Manny. So I think I might have to go out and come back in.
Okay. All right.
I mean, does she sound okay to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Her sound is
Do I
good
sound
on mine.
okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're a little
Okay.
breaking up. Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, now I'm breaking up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
All right. See you in a bit.
Should I just continue?
Yeah. Yeah. What other movies?
So I saw Manhattan, and Manhattan was so much better. We have a more self-aware Woody Allen. And the best part about that is that Meryl Streep, who is his ex-wife, who is now in a lesbian couple in this movie, she is writing a book about him, and the book is full of, you know what I would say about him. He's a narcissist. He's whiny, you know, and they talk about it, and they just gives the audience this look. And I was like, wait a second, you are having Meryl Streep say all of the things that I hate about you. So that I liked, you know, I liked how it was in black and white. I loved how it was a love story to Manhattan. A lot of people said this, and I definitely felt this. It seemed like a continuation. Their relationship, Woody Allen and Diane Keaton, seemed like a continuation of Annie Hall. So it didn't seem like you were kind of breaking a mold to say, well, I'm going to put Annie Hall and Manhattan together because they seem like they went together. Really, the person that takes this movie away, besides Manhattan, is Mariel Hemingway. She is amazing in this film. So then we go to me watching Play It Again, Sam, and I'm a huge Casablanca fan. And this movie is just brilliant because Woody Allen's starting out. He's kind of unsure of himself, so we don't have all of the, you know, pompousness that we got with him sometimes. And Diane Keaton, again, is the antidote. So they both are super sweet together. I love that movie so much. And then I watched... the Manhattan Murder Mystery, and it was, you know, that's just so right up my alley. Like I was thinking like Only Murders in the Building. I don't know if you guys have seen that, and it's just so fun. And Diane Keaton and Alan Alda play they work off of each other beautifully also.
Mhm.
And so now we have 4 movies by Woody Allen that I actually came to like.
Wow.
And I also watched Interiors, which was a Woody Allen movie without Woody Allen, but with Diane Keaton. And
Mhm.
I love that movie. But yeah, I have to cheat because I can't not mention. I mean, we go from me hating Woody Allen to me watching of my own free will like 5 of his movies.
That's very good. I'm glad you did that.
Interiors, it's on my honorable mentions, but not one of my favorite films. I felt,
Didn't say-
No,
you know,
I can't hear.
it's. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little, to me, it's a little. I mean, I know it was his homage to Bergman, but oh, she went out
Uh-oh.
and came back. So
Oh,
anyway, yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's a little pretentious. That's just what I was going to say.
okay.
Uh, you know, and
Just real.
I don't mind slow-paced movies, but this was glacial to me.
I'm sorry, which
Uh,
movie?
Interiors. Yeah,
Mm.
I really wanted to like it because I'm a fan of Bergman and I'm a fan
Yes.
of Woody Allen, but Woody Allen trying to do Bergman, yeah, it didn't work for me. I like the performances,
Good on
but the
paper.
Right.
movie overall, it didn't work for me. But you know,
I
I mean,
think
that's
in other of his movies, he actually says how he has such an affinity for Swedish movies. And
Mhm.
if I'm giving a director a chance, I tend to be more about who's directed a film than who's starring in a film.
Mhm.
I will let them play with whatever it is they want to play with. So for me, it was very interesting because I am a complete Bergman fan.
Hmm.
I thought it was interesting. So, I mean, basically, what we have is we have a pile of movies that I didn't like Annie Hall as much as I felt I should have. I didn't like Interior, but all put together. I am shocked, but I loved my little Woody Allen adventure.
Oh, good. Well, good. Yeah. So Rory, what
You
was
know,
your? Are we up to
if
number
you
three?
got a
I'm
steady,
lost
Three.
count.
if you got steady films, yeah, you can't. I mean, Woody Allen is a nice diversion. My number 3 is a surprise, and I'll tell you why it made it so high on my list. Because if anybody else had done this, because we're talking about Diane Keaton, and if anybody else had done this, this is a very kind of formulaic Hollywood happy, touchstone picture kind of thing, and it's Baby Boom. And I her performance in that, starting from the tiger lady at the beginning of the film, and ending up becoming the gal at the end of the film. I got kind of a vibe on this movie, that it was kind of like, what's the Bill Murray movie, Groundhog Day. I don't know. At the end, the town at the end that she ends up in, it seems like the kind of like the Groundhog
Yeah.
Day group. I don't know how I got that, but maybe because Harold Ramis was in the film, but and he directed Groundhog Day.
Mhm.
But she is absolutely, totally delightful to watch. As the mean corporate woman at the beginning who says, I don't want any family. I just want, money. And, I want to be a powerful woman in business. And that's how they set it up. And then she gets a baby. And
Inherits a baby.
it's not
It's
her
so
baby. It's a cousin's
1987.
baby.
Wow.
The cousin passes away. She's the only living relative, and she ends up getting the baby in the film. And it's a baby film. That was the thing that was going on at the time.
That's,
3 Men and a
yeah, it's
Baby, stuff like
very
that.
87.
So again, to cast Diane Keaton in this. I don't know who did it, but man, it knocked it out of the park. It knocked it out of the
Mhm.
park. It was a totally delightful film to watch. The baby's adorable, of course.
Yeah.
The veterinarian is played by
Sam Shepard.
Sam
Sam
Shepard,
Shepard.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's really good in it. I always
Mhm.
like him
Yeah.
and whatever he does. So he's great in it.
Yeah.
And James Spader again,
Oh,
shows
that was such a nice
shows us,
surprise. I
how to
forgot
play
about that.
a backstabbing asshole.
Mhm.
I love
Nobody
him
does it
though.
better than James Spader, especially
No.
young
Love
James
him.
Spader.
Yeah.
So again, just a delightful film, and that's why it's number 3 on my film. I mean, that one made me feel the happiest this week
Yeah. Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
list. So it's number 3.
I
Something's got to get number 4, so we can skip that on my list.
okay.
We've already talked about it. It's great.
The only thing, I, you know, the only thing about Baby Boom that I kind of wound up having a problem with was it's a good film and I did enjoy it when
Yeah.
I first saw it, but coming back to it, it felt especially toward the latter, the third act when she goes to the small town, it turned into a Hallmark movie. It really did, and the whole kind of theme of it, of a woman can only be happy if she has children. This whole corporate business.
Mhm.
That's
I
fine,
see. That's what
but
they
a
were
woman
trying to say was
really,
that she got it all. She was able
Right.
to have a kid and the great guy and live in a great place where she wanted to live and have a business that was, on her terms.
yeah.
So,
Well, yeah,
and she gets to
but
stick it to the big guys, the corporates.
so
Yeah,
I
it's
like
very
that part.
1987, but
Yeah,
It's very
Diane
1980s. Yeah,
Keaton
it's
always
dated.
did something
yeah, yeah,
slightly different.
yeah.
She was really big on feminism. And you could see that in her clothes, you could see that in her outfits. I mean, in 77, she's dressing in these androgynous clothes that is very different. She took this movie from 1987, which is so 1987, but she gave it some depth and she gave it, more personality. And it wasn't just like, oh, cute baby,
Absolutely.
blah, blah. It was like a whole
Again, if anybody
thing.
else had done it,
Yeah.
flash in the pan.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess also, like, how did they get Sam Shepard in that movie, right? Because he's an amazing actor. The one thing
Yeah.
I noticed, I saw it
Actor,
on,
player.
it wasn't reformatted, and everybody's teeth were horrible. I don't know, did you guys notice this? Like, you could see their teeth close up. And everybody's teeth look terrible. I'm just staring at Sam Shepard.
I wasn't going to say anything about it, but yeah, Diane Keaton's teeth, you can see on the sides. She didn't age well with her teeth, but I think she's got caps on the front.
I wasn't sure if it was because we're not supposed to see, like at the time we couldn't see that, So if something's not remastered, there are glares. I wasn't sure if it was actually their teeth were bad or if it was just we see that it looks bad because of how it's formatted. But it was really strange because I saw that movie a number of times when I was little, and it was
a British production.
A little distracting.
Sam Shepard's got a little yellowing on his teeth too. Yeah, you can tell in there.
Yeah,
but he's supposed to be a country. He's supposed to be a country guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but she should have had enough money to get. Oh, but she was a tiger lady, so she probably didn't have time to sit for some root canals.
There you go. That's it. That explains.
That's it.
There's a good in-world explanation.
That's it.
Yeah. But it was really fun. I mean, I have to say that about the movie. The best thing about that movie, especially watching it now, I'm so much older than the last time I saw it. The last time I saw it, I probably was in my 20s or early 30s. Everything is so different. It's really interesting to, come back and watch a lot of these movies in today, and knowing what was happening in 1987. and the context, and it was kind of like visiting an old friend.
And the baby's all grown up now, doing conventions, signings.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Probably 50 years.
Yeah.
So, what's your number 4?
Mine.
It'd be Alana. Number 4?
I haven't
Oh,
done.
we're at number 4 now.
Or you haven't done your number 3 yet?
I haven't done my number 3.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay.
it's The Godfather, and we already discussed it. So
Yeah.
we can just skip on over, and yes, we can go ahead and do number 4.
Okay, so my number 4 is a movie that I had never seen it before because I was 7 when it came out. It is Reds by Warren Beatty. And it was very interesting contextually, but it was also very interesting in how you can apply it to nowadays and what's happening. But I had never heard of it. I mean, I saw Reds, like I knew the title, but I didn't really know anything about it. And it was very interesting to find out about this period of time and to walk through it with the characters based on real people that I didn't know about before. And it's a pretty epic movie, and the performances are just amazing. And for 1981, that was a really I had read that Warren Beatty basically gifted Diane Keaton with this role, and it really is amazing when you think about what other kinds of female roles there were at the time. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
And like you are speaking truth as far as the epic performances. And ironically, and it's making me want to watch Dick Tracy tonight. A lot of the performers that were in that, he called in favors, and then he called in favors 10 years later to get them all to come back for Dick Tracy as well. That's
how I know Warren Beatty is seeing Dick Tracy when I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
Warren Beatty. Well, I don't know what year it was, so I mean, I probably was like a teenager or a young teenager. Warren Beatty was. I did not remember him being that beautiful to look at.
There's also
good-looking man.
Beautiful to look at. And Jack Nicholson is Eugene O'Neill. I'm like, oh, well, I can start following this because of Eugene O'Neill. So I kind of followed his character in to understand what was happening, with the other characters in the beginning. I can't remember who else is in the movie, but there are so many amazing actors.
Yeah. Who's the actor who played Roosevelt?
Oh.
Edward Herman?
Edward Herman, yes. Yes.
He's in both of the movies that Keaton did around that time, and they were both period pieces. The other one is Mrs. Soulful, and it was on my mentions list, and Reds is on my mentions list because it's long and it drags.
Yeah, I was going to watch Mrs. Soulful, but I picked Reds instead.
But yes, fantastic performances.
So many other people in it.
Yeah. And Beatty had wanted to make this movie since the 60s. But he couldn't get it. He couldn't get financing. And plus people were like, you want to make a movie about commies? What the hell? What's wrong with you? That sort of thing.
I still don't understand how he had to push through, but there it is. She is phenomenal in it.
Very topical. I mean, I remember hiding under our desks, right? Because so I would think that would be
the McCarthy
era to make the movie.
Yeah, so
1981.
It is Beatty's Lawrence of Arabia, basically.
Yes.
It's David Lynn film.
Yeah, it really is epic. I mean, epic is really some of the scenes are just
Yeah.
like when they're on the train and
Yeah.
they have to get off the train. I mean, that is like every epic movie from the early 80s that I saw.
Hmm.
From the 60s. So yeah, I have to tell this story before I forget. A friend of mine, his wife told me a story about seeing Warren Beatty in a bagel shop in New York. And he was just sitting at a table by himself eating a bagel. And there is some sort of charisma there. The reason she told me this story was because I told her I'd just seen Bill Clinton. And I mean, when he stepped off Air Force One, this was God, when I was working in junior college, all the girls screamed like he was, a rock star.
Yeah.
There was
Well,
just
I
a
played the sax
certain
on
charisma.
Arsenio. That was
There's
like a
it's
huge
like
deal.
a sexual charisma that's there. It's magnetic.
Yeah, he's
She
like a
said,
rock
I
star.
wanted to rip off my clothes in that bagel shop and just jump his bones right there. She goes, it was amazing. She goes, nobody's ever had that effect on me, but when I saw him, it was just instant. So there's some sort of charisma
I can
that's there.
see that. I mean, his eyes in this movie, I totally understand why every woman at that time wanted to date him, because he's gorgeous. I don't really normally look at movies and think that person's gorgeous. Normally I'm too busy in the movie.
Ilana, if you want to see Beatty at like the height of that charisma and just sexual energy, watch the movie Shampoo.
Shampoo.
I saw that movie. Oh wow, I saw it so long ago I can't remember it though. I need to rewatch it.
Rewatch it.
Isn't that one of Carrie Fisher's first films?
It's with Sally Field, right?
I'm not sure.
She does like a cameo in it. It's just a very short bit.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah, her mom was like furious when she did that because she says the F word or something in the film. And she's just like, she comes off as being kind of slutty. Anyway, but yeah. Okay, Diane Keaton. So we come around to number 4.
A really quick personal story, just really quick.
Sure, go ahead.
When I went to theater camp, like I have an MFA in theater. I'm a huge theater geek. But more like obscure, existential and absurdist theater and whatever. But I did a play, and it was like the small program, which meant that there was a 7-person play, and they somehow thought it was a good idea to cast me as this like gang violence, this like woman that was in a gang who just like beat some woman with a chair. And I had to say Hail Mary. And I remember my mom freaking out because I was raised Orthodox Jewish, and I'm 13 at the time, I think. And I had to I didn't have to get down and cross myself and all of that, but I had to have this silent epiphany moment.
Oh,
and
wow.
It was so funny. My mom was just like, "You can't be in that play. You're not saying Hail Mary."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, getting your parents on board with you being an acting kid, that was tough for me too. Eventually they came around.
Well, I wasn't even an acting kid. I was a dramaturg. A studious theater person. I want to research theater, not be, directing. I was directing. Okay. But yeah, it was like, you don't even have a craft. You're not even an actor. You just want to read about other people's acting.
I got a chance to play Henry Hill in The Music Man, and my parents made me not do it because my grades were so low. I ended up being the play anyway. I was one of I was the tenor of the 4 school board members, and I was the amble salesman, the bad guy. So I ended up putting much time,
Hail Mary, no matter what happened. There was no way I was not. I was the lead in that short, the 7-person show. There is no way I was not saying Hail Mary. That was all.
There you go.
but that one was the one that got away. I really wanted to be Henry Hill. Anyway, go ahead with your number 4.
Well, my number 4 is Manhattan Murder Mystery.
Okay.
And my number 5 was
Did she say her number 4?
yes, I believe
Okay.
Yeah,
And my
Reds.
number 4
Was
my
Red.
number 4 was
Something's
Something's Gotta Give. So we can skip over number 4 then.
Right.
okay.
That's
So
my
my
number one.
my number 5 is Something's Gotta Give. So we've already discussed those.
Okay.
And they're
Yeah.
great movies, and so okay. So I think Alana is up to number 5.
My number 5
Yeah.
is Looking for Mr. Goodbar, and I feel like
Oh,
I
okay.
already discussed that.
We
Yeah,
discussed that.
yeah.
And my number 5, should I say it or should I switch it? Because I watched a film this afternoon that I surprisingly liked a lot. So I'm going to say Mad Money is my number 5.
Oh, that was
Okay.
so
Again.
fun.
Kind of formulaic again, but if it had been anybody else but Diane Keaton, it wouldn't have been nearly as good. My original number 5 was the Father of the Bride films, but
Oh, yes.
basically those are Steve Martin's movies.
Yeah.
She's good. She's very good as the wife. There's no doubt, but it's basically Steve Martin's movies. So that's why I knocked it down to the honorable mentions list. And Mad Money is about 3 girls that decide they're working for government money, the mint, I guess, and they destroy old money. And they find a way that's never been done before where they can actually steal the old money before it's destroyed and hoard it away. And they all have their own personal problems. Again, it's very kind of pertinent today because everybody's hurting for money today. And it's like, wow, I wish I could have been part of that. And again, it's they get caught, but there's still a happy ending. And again, I really, really enjoyed that film, watching it this afternoon. I enjoyed the Father of the Bride's films, both of them. They're adorable films. They're great,
Mad Money,
fun,
though,
entertainment.
Not only is there Diane Keaton, but Queen Latifah. She and Katie Holmes too. I'm not even a big Katie Holmes fan. All 3 of them. It was super fun.
Yeah. Again, just a very enjoyable watch. Looking for Mr. Goodbar, good performances, but I just hate depressing endings, especially when it's Diane Keaton. And I'm not saying any more than that. So we now come to our honorable mentions, right?
Yes.
I have like 200.
There's a lot of good performances.
Wait,
so.
Manny, did you do your number 5?
I did. It was Something's Gotta Give.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because I love Jack Nicholson. Great performance from I don't say great, but nice performance from Keanu Reeves and Amanda Peet.
I love Amanda Peet. She's not in enough stuff. I've always really liked her.
But I liked Keanu Reeves, his little flirtations with Diane Keaton was great.
And Frances McDormand is in it.
And Frances McDormand, I almost forgot about. Yes, and she was terrific. Of course,
I was
again,
so
another
happy
one who's
to see her.
Yeah. So yeah, just terrific little movie, nice little comedy, great chemistry between Nicholson and Diane Keaton. Kind of matches the chemistry with him and Shirley MacLaine in their movies.
I got a lot of that vibe. Yes.
Yeah. Although this one has a
Terms of Endearment.
Terms of Endearment. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although this one has a happier ending.
So I like what they were trying to do. I'm all about it. But as I said to one of my friends who vehemently agreed with me. Why are you picking Jack Nicholson? Like, who's gonna pick?
Vehemently.
I think I thought it was more romantic before, but now in my 50s, I'm like, hell no. The guy, Keanu Reeves, is a doctor. He's gentle. He's sweet. He's nice. He's not a pain in the ass. Like, that's the one thing. And it's funny because I've seen that movie so many times, but this time I was like, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah. And again, he
It's
gets
not like
another.
he's
You make
20.
me want
He's
to.
30,
You make me want to be a better
60s.
man. Kind of speeches at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, as good as it
Oh,
gets.
you know
You
what
know,
else
he
is
was
fun?
doing that at the time.
What is that movie where is it Helen Hunt that he?
As good as it
Right,
gets.
as good as it gets.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're,
This is basically, very similar.
which is a great movie too. I love that movie.
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, most of my uh, honorable mentions
Honorable mention.
we've already talked about, except
Same here.
two. Although we did mention Mrs. Soffel, which is
Soulful.
which is more of a Mel Gibson movie, but she's terrific in it, and it's based on a true
Yes.
story, like Reds. But kind of a not a totally downer ending, but it's a good movie. And the other one is one we didn't mention, which is kind of interesting, is The Good Mother. That
I
one,
didn't even watch that one.
but that one, it's depressing as hell. Even though she gives a,
I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
it's
I
not.
know. I'm thinking,
It's
I
not.
think Rory shouldn't watch this. I think maybe
Yeah,
I
it's a
should.
little too. Although I did like, I liked the movie for Liam Neeson. I thought he was very good in it. It's one of his early roles before he, goes off into action star
Where everybody's
mode.
taken.
But before Taken. But
They took like
My
everybody.
favorite early Liam Neeson film. My favorite early Liam Neeson film is Dark Man.
Darkman,
He's
yes,
so good.
Yes,
I
I
don't
was
think I
So
hoping
saw
good
you'd
in
say
that
that
as
one.
the professor, the
Yeah.
doctor who becomes
Yeah.
Darkman. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems
Yeah.
really familiar.
Anyway,
It's a
the
Sam Raimi
only
film.
picture we didn't mention that's on my honorable mentions list is The Family Stone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't watch that one either.
Again,
Is it
a
good?
lot of. It's got a lot of great performances in it. Luke Wilson's in it. I'm trying to think of who else is in it. I skimmed through it this afternoon.
Mhm.
It's good. It's again, it's got a lot of really good performances. Sarah Jessica Parker, Craig Nelson, Craig T. Nelson,
Yeah.
Dermot Mulroney. It's got a lot of good. And an amazing thing is they had to learn sign language because one of the family members in the film is deaf. So they all speak to that person in sign language during the film. So not only do they give these fantastic, wonderful, dramatic performances, but they also do the sign language.
Nice.
So that's a task.
Yeah.
To learn that quickly.
Yeah.
It's a task. So
I'm sure they had
it deserves
a tutor, somebody off camera helping them out. Yeah. I want to give us another one that I keep forgetting. That's actually a really good movie, although it's more of an ensemble piece. This is why I kind of left it off my list. Is The First Wives Club?
Yeah.
That's on my honorable
and First Wives Club, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bette Midler.
I thought I was going to like it
Goldie
better than I
Hawn.
did, but it's worth a mention.
Oh, that is
Han is
that
wonderful
is a
in it.
comfort movie.
Keaton is wonderful in it. Yeah.
That is such a comfort movie. That the Father of the Bride movies,
Father of the Bride,
are just wonderful comfort
one of her
movies.
not great but a really good cast was The Book Club with her and Jane Fonda.
I could not watch that. I started. I got 15 minutes in, and I was just. I think there's something. I think it was the book they were reading. Not like I'm
Was it dated?
a prude, but
50,
I was just so
50
turned
Shades of
off.
Grey. They start reading 50 Shades of
Yeah,
Grey.
and it
Oh.
just seems so ridiculous to me. Like, ooh, this
Yeah.
book's so like, and they're all
Well,
talking about like it has this like power. Like I haven't read it, but I'm sure it doesn't. I can't imagine that this book really changed people's lives. So
at the
maybe
time,
it
I
did.
remember at the time when it
I
first came
remember
out, there were
people
all
talking
these
about how
middle-aged
it made a
women
big
who were
deal.
like
It was
going
a
gaga over
movie.
this book. Yeah.
Yeah, it
They
was
were
made
buzzing
into a
about it,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of. I don't get it.
A
But,
cash in.
yeah,
Hollywood
Yeah.
cashing in on that phenomenon,
yeah,
which is going to make it
not-
very dated. Yeah.
Well, and I think also that like it seems very romance copy version of S&M to me, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like
It's a soft-core version. It's a very soft-core version of
Yeah.
the story of O.
right. And see, like I read the story of O, like George Bataille, who I've mentioned before. He like I think it just seemed like
Yeah.
just not
Designed for
like the cliff
middle-aged
notes
women.
were things that I've
Fantasy,
actually
yeah.
delved
Yeah.
into. Maybe I
Yeah.
feel like a snob saying that, but yeah, it just I didn't get it.
If you want to see, I don't know what anybody's interested in are, but if you want to see a good movie about S&M, you have to watch Secretary.
Oh my
Maggie,
god,
with Maggie Gyllenhaal and James
I
Spader.
love that movie
Me
so
too.
much, and James Spader, like we were
Yes.
talking about before. James Spader.
That one.
I don't
yeah.
know what happened to Maggie Gyllenhaal. I loved her. That movie is one of my favorite
Oh,
movies.
yeah. I mean,
That
yeah.
is an amazing movie, and people are gonna say it's like softcore, but it's not. The dynamics between the two of them,
And it's so much more
it's
believable
beautiful.
than
So I think
50
that's
Shades.
why I just
Yeah. So anyway, all right.
I have some
Okay,
some
so what-
other honorable mentions.
Okay. Okay.
So as
She
I
said
said,
she had hundreds.
the Father of the Bride movies, Mad Money, First Wives Club, super fun. I watched a movie today that was very sweet called Five Flights Up with Morgan Freeman as her husband, and it was kind of a love story to Brooklyn, which I never lived in Brooklyn, but I really just love, I love seeing New York in all its various forms in the movie. And somehow
Anything New
Diane
York.
Keaton, she was born in California. She's a California girl, but she somehow defines New York in this interesting way, probably because of Woody Allen.
Yeah.
I really
She probably
enjoyed.
spent a lot of time there because of him.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Love the Coopers, which was a very sweet Christmas movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Have not.
It's really sweet. I really liked Loved Weddings and Other Disasters with Jeremy Irons. That was a very fun movie as well. And the movie to me that is at the top of my honorable mention list is called Palms from 2019. And it is very the reason why I'm going to focus on this movie for a second is because this movie seems like such a beautiful tribute to Diane Keaton. It's basically Diane Keaton's character, Martha, knows that she is going to die. And she packs up her home and she moves into a community like where somebody, they're nurses, they can take care of you, but it's like a senior community.
Assisted living. Assisted living.
Sort of assisted living, but also you can live on your own. So there are people of various abilities in there, in this place. And you get to join clubs, or you can make your own clubs. So Diane characters, Keaton, Diane Keaton's character, Martha, decides that she's always wanted to be a cheerleader. So she gets a group of girls together, senior ladies, and they start this cheerleading group. But it gets bigger than, it was supposed to be, and there are different antics, and it's very fun. And in the movie, I am sort of going to give it away, but I think it's okay. They actually enter themselves into many different competitions that they are successful in, and they actually form a squad that that goes viral. And in the middle of the movie, Martha passes, and the women are preparing for another competition, and they're going to do it for her, do it for Martha, because Martha set this up and everything. And it really was a beautiful tribute. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be, because it was in 2019, but watching it after Diane Keaton's death, this movie Palm just really it was a lovely tribute to her, and I might have even cried a little.
Why not? That's
Maybe.
That's interesting.
But it was super fun. It was really fun. It was I don't know. I love watching. I've always wanted to be a cheerleader. I never had the opportunity, and there's just something about watching them. You never wanted to be one, Manny?
I did. No, I didn't.
I always did.
He said, haven't we all?
Yeah, I know.
There's something so fun about it, with the pom-poms and everything, and the energy. And I mean, I used to be a dancer, and the way that they bond over something that they're not supposed to be doing, and they actually take it to these competitions, and it's
show the youngsters how it's done.
Yeah, and maybe it's formulaic parts, but it was just so sweet and so fun that I have to recommend it.
Okay.
Did they do the pyramid?
No, they do no pyramids, no flips, and nothing like that.
Then what's the point?
It's just there's something about the pom-poms and the outfits that I just find mesmerizing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Really
I do
fun.
have one. I do have one final one for me that's not on my list. Is Maybe I Do.
Oh, I have that here too. That was really sweet.
It was a nice little movie. And what really got me was the kind of reunion of Diane Keaton and Richard Gere. Who were in
right, that's the other one.
That's what I was talking about.
Together.
They were in Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Although very different characters.
Very.
Obviously.
Very different outcome.
Very different.
Very different.
And I absolutely adore William H. Macy. Oh my God. This guy, he is just one of the best actors who he keeps flying under the radar. I mean, this guy should be a major movie star, but
I've said that it was Gary Lundergaard in Fargo, for crying out loud. I was like, oh, this guy's going places.
Yeah,
exactly.
he's wonderful.
So he was great.
I think
Susan
he's still
Sarandon.
doing Shameless, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Susan Sarandon was awesome. The only thing that kind of brings the movie for me, when the older actors are on stage or in the film or in spotlight, the movie is great. When the younger actors are on, it's like the energy just dies, And nothing against Emma Roberts and the guy, I don't even remember his name. but when you've got Diane Keaton, Richard Gere, William Macy, and Susan Sarandon around you, yeah, they kind of pale
And
in
it's very
comparison.
dramatic. Like I was like jumping up and like talking to the television and everything. I'm like, hey, just you wait until your guests come. Like I was having so much fun with this movie.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
yeah. So anyway, all right. So there we go. That's our tribute to Diane Keaton. Lots of terrific movies. Next, well, week after next, we're going to twice a month this time around.
Okay.
To
Thank you.
kind of well, give us a little bit more time to watch these movies and to accommodate Alana.
Yes, thank you.
For reasons. And so our next show will be, let me check my calendar, which I should have done before this. Our next show will be on the 10th, November 10th.
Okay.
So everyone mark your calendars, November 10th.
You're breaking up.
And I'm sorry, am I breaking up?
No.
November 10th.
November 10th. And our person will be Paul Newman.
Okay.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
I'm supposed to be on a cruise then.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. But maybe we can pre-record it, or you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we can pre-record it. That's fine.
Okay.
So just flashing back to Woody Allen's discussion of how much he loves Swedish films, I just want to remind everyone how wonderful Ingmar Bergman is.
Well, we will be discussing Bergman in a future episode. So stand by. So stand by. Yes. He's definitely on my director's list. So, all right. Well, thank you, Alana.
Thank you so much for including me. This is so fun.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys on a regular basis.
Yeah, and Lori, as always, another wonderful job as our co-host. Steady as a rock. So November 10th, join us again for Paul Newman. And until then, we'll see you at the movies.